Ever wondered what happens when a new president decides to bring peace in the Middle East? Well, you get a mix of diplomacy, intrigue, and a dash of humor. Let's take a little journey to the land of sand and sun, where President Joe Biden recently embarked on his first trip. No, it wasn't for a suntan, but to embrace the Trump-era Abraham Accords, a diplomatic initiative as complex as a camel crossing a needle's eye. His focus? To expand Arab-Israeli security and economic ties, kind of like the ultimate networking event but with more hummus. Biden pledged to deepen Israel's relationship with the US in the region, kind of like a BFF charm but on a geopolitical scale. His trip included a visit to Yad Vashem, where he undoubtedly paid his respects, and discussed security systems. Because let's face it, who doesn't love a good chat about security over a cup of mint tea? Now, not everyone was thrilled with Biden's new best friend status. Palestinian officials, for instance, have been as frustrated as a cat chasing a laser pointer. They seek a revival of the Israeli-Palestinian peace process. But fear not, our diplomatic superhero isn't ignoring them. The US is making incremental progress to improve Palestinian living conditions and restore relations with the Palestinian Authority. Think of it as a diplomatic version of fixing a flat tire while the car is still moving. Amid all this, tensions arose over the killing of a Palestinian-American journalist, sparking calls for accountability. The US is encouraging dialogue between Israel and Palestinians, much like a school counselor mediating a playground dispute, to maintain calm during Biden's visit. So, while Biden is busy playing Middle East peacemaker, let's not forget the age-old question: how many diplomats does it take to change a light bulb? None. They'd rather live in the shadows. If you thought that was all, then hold on to your seats because there's more to this Middle Eastern roller coaster. Let's talk about the elephant in the room first, shall we? A Palestinian-American journalist was tragically killed, and calls for accountability echoed louder than a rock concert. It's like a game of Cluedo, but with higher stakes and no Colonel Mustard. The US is on the case, encouraging dialogue between Israel and Palestinians. It's like a family therapist, but with more nuclear weapons involved. Now let's hop on to the Abraham Accords. These accords are like the popular kid in school these days. Everyone wants to be a part of it. The focus on these accords isn't just because they sound cool, but it's a recognition of a shift, a tectonic one, in regional dynamics. It's like realizing that the quiet kid in class is actually the next Einstein. And when we talk about the accords, we can't miss out on the potential prom couple of the year, Israel and Saudi Arabia. Israeli officials are hoping to advance normalization with Saudi Arabia with Biden's help. It's like trying to get the school quarterback to ask the head cheerleader to prom, but with more geopolitical implications. And here's where our man of the hour, President Biden, steps in. He's like the cool uncle who's got your back, pledging ironclad support for Israel. It's like promising to catch you when you fall, but instead of a scraped knee, we're talking about potential nuclear warfare. And there you have it, Biden's ironclad support for Israel, with a side of Middle Eastern politics, served up with a dash of humor. Remember, in the world of politics, if at first you don't succeed, so much for skydiving. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe.